or whatever. So there's nothing really off limits with me. If you ask me, then I'm gonna either tell you or say I don't want to share, but there's really no limits.
Is politics, religion, and sexual orientation questions off?
No.
Because they say you're not supposed to have those type of conversations on the casual conversations on the first date or at the with casual people. But those are really important conversations you should have with somebody if you're interested in.
I think it just depends on the person. Some people are just sensitive and don't want to talk about it, or just can't talk about it because they don't have the knowledge to talk about it because they don't understand. But like I said, for me, I can talk about whatever. But if you don't ask me, then I'm not telling you.
Right. What's worse, an absent father or a trashy single mother?
An absent father.
I feel like both is just tragic to me though.
You gave me a choice.
No, I'm just saying my opinion. I ain't knocking your opinion. You know what I'm saying?
What am I? Thank you for the roles. You say absent father because if there's an absent father, then the mother becomes trashy.
Okay. Facts. Okay, while we doing this, don't read the comments. Okay, don't read the comments while we do this. Okay. Facts. What's the scariest conspiracy theory you believe in? You believe is 100% true?
Aliens.
Okay. Aliens. I think aliens is just. I believe there's intergalactic galaxies and shit. Like, who knows?
And the Matrix too.
Matrix, I don't know about though. I ain't really too sold on that yet. But hey, who knows? Do you believe people should get therapy for their trauma?
Yes.
Okay. I agree with that. Why come in the black community people look at you if you getting therapy as you're crazy, something's wrong with you, it's weird? What's your thoughts on that?
Because they think they're immune to shit. They think they I don't know why people think that. I used to think that too. Like, oh, something must be wrong with them because they're getting therapy. But now that I'm getting therapy myself because of my medical emergency, I don't look at people like that. I just think that's another form of help because some people don't have the family help or friends help, and they just think a professional person can, give them the tools that they need to get help, because it's all about tools and things that you can get from the professional people that help you.
Facts. When a guy leave you in the house by yourself, what you be doing though? Like,
You stupid. Like me, do content, masturbate.
Okay. That what you do in the house?
No, I'm just saying.
Okay. What type of content you do? Like just sex content?
No, like dancing or whatever comes to my mind.
Okay. Do you feel like slutty girls roll with gay guys because they are more likely to celebrate their sexuality rather than slut judge them?
Do I think that girls like to hang with gay guys because of that?
Yes.
No, I just think they like to hang with them because they can relate to the guys, and usually the gay guys will be able to tell you, like, they keep it real with you. You know what I'm saying? They keep it real. They tell the girls what they want to hear.
Do you feel like low value?
We can easily talk to them.
Right. Do you feel like low value women use their body to attract a man, and high value women use their brain to attract a man?
Not at all. I got both. So you gotta just choose. You gotta pick a side. It depends on your self-esteem.
Why do older black women love to greet you with "you put on a few pounds"? Like, ma'am, like what the hell?
To men?
Like, why do you feel like older black women love to greet you with "you put on a few pounds"? Why older black women like to greet people with that?
Because they want to feed you, I guess. I don't know. I never did that before.
Okay.
So I really can't.
Do you feel like women date up or date down?
I feel like they date whoever got money.
Okay. Do you believe in hypergamy? Women date up guys that's taller, successful, look better, status?
Oh, yeah.
And why do you think that is?
I really don't know why, but just from what I see, they want to have the best. I guess I don't really discriminate. I don't care if you tall and broke, as long as you got some knowledge and you can, contribute to my build, then we good.
Right. What's your thoughts on women nowadays want to date these so-called pretty boys and stuff, and these sexy guys? I thought women supposed to be sexy and pretty, not men.
My thought on that is stupidity, because these tall, pretty boys carry a lot with them. You know what I'm saying? Versus the tall, masculine men, it's about hard work and strength and just, about getting that money and doing what they need to do. These tall, pretty boys, they just want to look good, and that's about it, I guess.
Are you attracted to pretty boys, or you just like a masculine man, or just a decent looking man? Because nowadays women want these fine men. It's just strange. I think because of social media, these social media babies, I call them.
Yeah, I prefer masculinity, and I prefer your brain. So if you got good dialogue, you know something, you're book smart, and you can teach me something. I don't really care about. I had an ugly boyfriend before. You know what I'm saying? I don't really care about looks. It's just about what's upstairs. Not so much what's in your pockets or what's downstairs. It's for me like the brain part about it. I don't really care. But to answer your question, I like the masculinity. I like the tall, dark, and handsome, and just
Right.
all that. I mean, you could be short or whatever, but again, I can't say hi to y'all. I'm sorry.
Okay. Focus on this, right? I just need about 5-10 more minutes. Okay, do you go to sleep with the TV on? And if you do, what show or movie be playing in the bed?
I listen to rain sounds or brown noise or green noise or blue noise, depends what kind of noise I want to hear that night. I don't see TV on what movie's playing.
What's an acceptable first date and what's an unacceptable first date?
An acceptable first date is a hotel room. An acceptable first date would be like dinner, movies, taking a walk, taking a walk, just talking, vibing, whatever.
Okay. You said unacceptable is going to a hotel?
Yeah.
Okay. What's the difference between courting a woman and being the simp?
Being a simp?
Yeah.
Well, courting is like a date, right? Like where your parents approve of it. And simping, I don't know what that even is. A pimp?
Simping is like being a sucker. That's another word. That's a synonymous of being a sucker.
I mean, nothing wrong with dating a sucker.
Why is being? Why would somebody want to date? Why would one want to date? I mean, I know why they want to do it, to take advantage of me, use him for his resources and money. But any woman, what competent woman would want to date a sucker though?
I'm saying I've dated a sucker before. I mean, it just depends. You gotta be that woman that you gotta fill in the blanks. If he a sucker, I'm gonna not be the sucker. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be the other part.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why it's just different. I'm just different. My man could be a sucker, but I'm gonna be there. Like I'm gonna make him not be a sucker. Like you wanna be a punk, I'm gonna help you out of that punk situation.
Well, okay, in the black community, what is a punk though? Or they call you a pussy because you won't go to jail or sell dope or shoot somebody. But if you do that, go to jail, they say you stupid. So what is a punk or a punk in your definition?
I guess scared to stand up for yourself, scared to talk that shit when it's time to be talking.
You know, they say real G's move in silence.
Yeah, that's true.
Because a lot of people, when it's time for them to talk up, the most people who got the most mouth, when it's time for them to talk up, they ain't got nothing to say.
That's the type. Loud as a motorbike, but wouldn't bust a grape in a fruit fight.
The best words of Jay-Z. Those are the great words of Jay-Z, the Prophet Hove.
Right.
What is freaky? What's freaky is too freaky for you?
Anything that got to do with my ass.
Okay.
That's too freaky for me. So if you're trying to go down, you trying to go that way, I don't play that. I don't play none of that there because I feel like whatever you want to do in the female's bottom, you'll do it a man because a woman and a man both have the same makeup right there. If I put mine in a wall and I put yours in a wall, you're not gonna be able to tell if it's a man's or a woman's ass. So that's why that's off limits for me. That's too freaky for me. Spitting in my mouth, peeing on me, that's too freaky. Like all of that, that's off limits.
Right. Okay. You feel like a woman would rather risk her heart being broken than date a guy who's boring her?
Who's what? Warned her?
No, do you feel like a woman would rather risk her heart being broken than date a guy who's boring her? Boring.
I mean, for me, I'd rather have a boring guy than risk my heart being broken.
You like what?
I know how I would take that. My heart was to get broke.
Right.
My heart hasn't been broken before, but I don't know how I would take that. So I'd rather just be with a boring person.
You feel like women have crazy sex with the bad guy and women are best friends with the nice guy?
Yeah.
Right.
Girls like bad boys.
Do you like bad boys when you was younger or now?
I wouldn't say I like them, but it is what it is. A good one or a bad one, I could adapt to either or.
You think bad boys?
But today, no, I wouldn't take on a bad boy. No, it's too much stuff going on.
You think being bad boys is reason why you got so many baby mama cultures at an all-time high and not two-parent households in the black community because women are chasing bad boys and dope boys and because they make them tingle and make them feel good?
Yeah, that's probably the reason.
You think that's
because women just want to be so masculine now, they don't really care about having a father figure in their household for their children.
You feel like the daughter will turn out like the mother of the woman that a man is with?
Like the man?
Do you feel like the daughter usually end up like the mother in the most part?
Well, I always live by do what I tell you, don't do what I always live by do what I tell you to do, don't do what I'm doing.
That's the worst saying I've heard. It makes absolutely no goddamn sense at all.
How? My mother did stuff and I ain't turned out like her. She told me what to do and what not to do.
The best example is living what you preach. That's just my opinion, though. But okay, do you feel like men want to be heard and women want to be seen?
Yes.
This is why you feel like men chase power and women chase beauty?
I think men chasing power because they want to be heard, and women chasing beauty that's because they just lacking some shit. They lacking that self-confidence.
Okay. You feel like men want crazy sex with a crazy woman until they realize what comes after it?
No. I think men just want a woman they can be. I think men just want a woman that understands them as a man. A lot of women don't understand men.
Okay. Do you feel like women move on quicker than men after breakups? True or false?
Oh, true.
Why do you think that is?
Because women have a lot to offer. And women always looking for something more and something better. Men just want to find somebody who they could build with and all of that. Women, once they're not satisfied, they gone.
Do you feel like no, that's not. You feel like men don't get unconditional love? Only dogs and the females get unconditional love?
Yeah, nowadays men don't get no type of love. Men are like the bottom of the totem pole right now.
Why do you think that is?
Because the women, they all for themselves now. They selfish. They got a lot of masculinity going on. And like you said, the social media culture that's going on now. And the messages behind it, like being single and being a baddie and all that, they don't care.
No, I tell you what, they bad at. They bad at relationships. They bad at raising their kids. They bad at being mothers and wives. That's what the hell they bad at.
I agree.
What is rape to you?
Rape?
Yes. What is your definition of rape?
Well, not consenting to the activity. Or if I say no and you proceed anyways, that's rape to me.
Okay.
Taking something that's not yours without my consent.
Okay. So before, back in the day, it was men. I heard an example of men driving and just throwing women in the back of the van and just taking their innocence. But if a woman goes to a man's house and she's laying in his bed and they're having to have sex, is that still considered R word though?
It's still considered what?
Is it still considered the R word if she goes to his house and he's expecting sex?
Again, if she not consenting to it, he just take it, then yeah, that is.
Okay. Because I feel like the word rape got so many thin lines between so many layers. They got sexual assault, coercion, intentional touching, sexual touching, it's just so many great lines. You know what I'm saying? Do you still feel like that fall under the rape?
No. Well, yeah, they just making new words for the shit. Just making new words for it.
Okay.
They want it to sound better than the R word, so they say sexual assault, but it's really the same damn thing.
If masculinity is so toxic, then kids growing up without fathers will be better off than those with them, but they aren't. They say children from fatherless homes account for 63% of youth suicides, 90% of homeless and runaways, youth, 71% of high school dropouts, 70% of juveniles in state-operated institutions, 75% of adult patients in substance abuse centers, and 85% of all children that exhibit behavioral disorders.
From not having a father in the household?
Without having a father in the household.
No, I don't think not having a father in the household is contributing to all of that. I just think that it's happening because social media is raising these kids.
Me personally, I think it's because of no absent father in the home. There's no male, no masculinity. There's no guidance. But I respect your answer.
I grew up in a household with no father. My father lived 10 minutes. My father lived 10 minutes away from me. My father didn't grow up in my household, and I turned out fine. So it just depends on the other parent too, and it just depends on what you're around. If the environment is raising these kids. You ever heard of nature versus nurture? Nature is raising these kids. That's why these kids acting like this. They outside, they peers is peer pressuring them. They go to school, there's people in the school peer pressuring them, social media peer pressuring them. So you don't gotta have a father. It's the social media and your peer pressure outside. I didn't have no father growing up, and I turned out fine. You know what I'm saying? I got credentials. My kids is on point. I'm on point. So maybe the studies today show that the kids without fathers is going through that. But in my opinion, born in the 80s, I grew up in the crack era with no daddy, and I'm fine. So I don't really think it can't be 100% no fathers in the household. There's other stuff contributing to that. And that's the environment these kids are. These kids are products of their own environment. Period.
Okay. When do you notice you too drunk?
When I started throwing up.
What job are all the employees having sex with each other?
What job?
Yeah.
Healthcare.
Okay. Have you ever been cheated on? If so, how did you find out you was cheated on?
I found out I was cheated on after the fact, but I was only 16 years old with my baby dad, and after I found out, I was like, okay, well, whatever. I'm very nonchalant, so I really don't give a fuck when stuff about. I don't care.
Do you feel like magic spells are often inserted into lyrics of songs, especially from popular or mainstream artists?
That's what they say, but I feel like people put spells on themselves.
Okay. Well, how do you handle dealing with someone with a smart mouth?
Oh, I got a smart mouth. So I just let it ride. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause I can get just as smart as you.
Okay. This is the last one. You feel like men and women lie for different reasons. Men lie to exaggerate, boost, or inflate the truth. Women lie to deny and minimize the truth.
I think they can go both ways. It just depends on the person. It depends on what you're lying about.
Okay. Facts. Thanks, man. Appreciate you coming on, though. You got any questions you want to ask me before I let you go?
Not that I can think of.
Anything? Any? I got time, you know.
Ask me some more questions.
Facts. Okay, you got more time. I didn't know you had more time. Okay. You feel like once she start to blame you, you're being cheated on, that's when she's cheating on you?
That's what they say, but I don't believe that. It gotta be something beyond that. It can't be that.